Welcome, everyone, to the Region Sports Network. We are live from Ray P. Gullivan Field at Jeff Cain Stadium in Whiting, Indiana, as we have Midwest Sprint Football League action between St. Mary's of the Woods and the Calumet College of St. Joseph's Waves. This is going to be a really good game, pound for pound. And the thing about sprint football is it's unique to football traditionally, is that it's pound for pound. So every week it's sort of like wrestling, where you have to weigh in. Body fat takes into a big account of the players can play and actually be able to participate in this new league that got started back in 2021, just the fifth year of this new league. But when you look at the brief history of the Sprint Football League, these are the pound for pound, the two best teams that you're going to find. St. Mary's of the Woods coming in at 4-0, same for Calumet College of St. Joe's, as they've also just decimated the team they've gone up against. For the Waves, they've outscored their opponents 157-7. Their defense has been spectacular in the first four games. They have pitched 3 shutouts, and they've had back-to-back shutouts, most recently going up against Oakland City for St. Mary's of the Woods. They had a close game for the first time since their first ever game back in 2021. They beat Midway 27-20, and they had to rally a bit. They were trailing going into that fourth quarter, and it was their running back that took a long touchdown to give them the lead, and ultimately their defense would hold up and get them their fourth straight win. That running back went on to win the Midwest Offensive Player of the Week. He ran all over the opposing team. But these two teams also have a long history and a rivalry that's really sparked between Calumet College and St. Mary's of the Woods, just because they've also met in the last 3 league championship games. St. Mary's of the Woods won the first ever one. Calumet College, they've repeated against them, winning the last 2. So this is a big game between the two. It also has playoff implications. The team that finishes off with the best record will get home field advantage in the playoffs. A few more games after that, but we've seen nothing but blowouts between those two teams outside of the close one that we saw a few weeks ago between St. Mary's of the Woods and Midway. So we're really excited to be talking about today's game, have an interview with the head coach and some of the players. As the tailgate going on right across the street, we'll bring you that after we take a short break here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep. Skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Company's Insurance Professionals, Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
We are back here as we're getting a look at the tailgate going on across the street, as because of the winning that the Crimson Wave have done in the last few seasons, you're starting to see a lot of these fans come out, have themselves a good time. This is also just their second home game of the year and their first one in nearly a month. So these fans are chomping at the bit to get back out together and cheer on for their Crimson Wave with their devastating defense and their very explosive offense, as they are trying to repeat and win their third Midwest Sprint Football League Championship. And I tell you what, I might have to go over there before the game starts and hang out with some of the fans. They are a rowdy bunch, and they've had a lot to cheer about. There's this Crimson Wave team. They've gone 17-1 since October of 2023, as they lost their last game in September. And then after that, they caught fire, went on to win their first championship. The next year, they only lost 1 game, but were able to revenge that by winning a second straight championship against the Pomeroys. And these two teams are really linked together, as these two coaches had a lot of success going on. Jason Novak, the head coach of Calumet College's first and only coach they've ever had, has coached around the region for a long time. He's brought nothing but region rats into this program, and it's been paying dividends for him. with the championships, the winning, and he coached at Clark, East Chicago, Portage, and Andrean. He even established the run game coordinator when he was with the 59ers and helped them win a sectional title and a conference championship in 2020 before he jumped over here in 2021. Starting from scratch, that's what's interesting is you don't see football programs really pop up like this anymore, but he's really done a phenomenal job, and you've really seen Calumet College make a stir in the region as a lot of the players that might not have found a home can stay here and play in a program that really develops them and gets them ready for the next level, be able to transfer with the transfer portal and play somewhere a little bit bigger where they can start playing against guys that aren't just 180 pounds due to that weight limit. For the Pomeroys, they're looking to get some revenge. They do lead the series 4-3, and that one loss we were talking about from Jason Novak in the last few years since October of 2023 was the St. Mary's of the Woods team. And St. Mary of the Woods have come to this stadium 3 times. They are 3-0. What's also mightily impressive, you want to talk about how good a team is, look at their road record. Since this program had started back in 2021, they are 13-0 on the road. They have never lost when they have to travel. That is what I would call an incredible stat. What's also something to look forward to is that their starting quarterback, who was the 2023 Offensive Player of the Year, is also 2 passing touchdowns away from breaking 50. That'll be Jeremiah Tusky, and he's already up to 10 touchdown passes this year with 5 interceptions. And St. Mary of the Woods, they are a pass-heavy team. They can also establish the run as they have 3 running backs that have combined for 13 rushing touchdowns that lead this league. But with Tusky averaging over 271 passing yards a game, he's going to be an interesting player to watch. But it's not going to be easy for him as he has to go up against one of the tougher defenses in the Midwest Football League, and that's Calumet College's secondary. They have racked up 9 interceptions on the year. They have several amount of players that have 2 or more interceptions, and it was a huge one that would end up getting them the win. There was a 100-yard pick 6 by Elijah Tyson to give them their 4th win in a row. We'll take another break here. We'll come back as you're tuning into Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
From lighting up Friday Night Football to powering the classrooms that shape the students of Lake County, IBEW Local 697 is proud to support our region's schools and the communities we call home. A career as a union electrician could be your next great move. Your next cap might be a hard hat. IBEW Local 697, powering futures, powering the region.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship, the best hand. Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship, the best hands in the business.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step towards your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the Nika Contractors and Electrical Workers of Local 531.
If you are injured in a worksite accident or hurt by a defective product, go with the guy that has a proven track record litigating these cases. Otto Schragle, a principal partner at the Allen Law Group, will make sure those responsible for hurting you are held to account for their negligence. With multiple offices in Indiana and Illinois, you could reach them at 219-465-6292 or reach them out on the web at www.kenallenlaw.com.
Welcome back to the Region Sports Network Tailgate Show. We have our first guest of this Tailgate Show. It is the Calumet College offensive coordinator, Chris Davenport. Chris, it's going to be a good game today.
Yeah, I think so.
Chris, this is your fourth year with the team. Tell us a little bit about your background. What led you here to Calumet College?
Well, wow. Well, it's been going on for a long time now. I actually started down coaching Pop Warner with North Lake Pop Warner here local, and then ended up here at Whiting High School helping out, and then went on, was a position coach there, and then the offensive coordinator till 2021. And then things kind of went awry here, we'll just say it that way. And I ended up knowing Coach Novak for a long time. He knew I had nothing going on, so he brought me out. And I started year one, I was the running backs coach. Then year two, I was the D-line, then took over the defensive coordinator, and then last year the defensive coordinator, and now this year the offensive coordinator.
Well, I was saying, I was watching the sort of schemes that you guys run, and there's a lot of misdirection plays where you have that kind of crisscross where you're handed off to the running back and throw it back. There's a lot of misdirection, a lot of movement. Is that on purpose?
Oh, yeah. We're very wing T based. You know, we just make it look more modern, I guess would be the word.
Right.
You know, so we're kind of wing T with a little air raid in the pass mixed in.
Well, I was really impressed with watching Kadarius Jones. He only had 2 catches for 12 yards, but in the last game he had 6 catches for 74 yards. Was that his breakout game, you think?
Yeah, you know, KD's been a little underutilized. They kind of had him as a receiver before, you know, but the way – I think all these guys is running backs, to be honest.
Right.
Even our big X receiver out there who's 6'3", 6'4", whatever Trey is, I'm like – you know, maybe we don't hand it to you, but when you get it, you got to be like a running back. So all these guys, whether it's Kadarius or Nino or any of these guys, I think them as running backs, and just whether we hand it to them, toss it to them, or throw that ball at them, get it and be a running back with it then.
I'm so interested to see what the game plan is going to be, because obviously this is a big game, playoff implications, could get home field advantage. What has really been the motto and the message for the team, knowing that this is such a big rivalry game at the same point, a team that you faced in the league championship 3 years running?
Well, you know, we're always we're going to be a defense-first team. I mean, our
Right.
defense is unbelievable, and moving over the offense, that's all I want to do is compliment them. You know, try to run the ball well, put points on the board. Like, I know if we can get a few touchdown lead and we make that other team become one-dimensional, have to pass, our defense is just going to thrive the way they get after it.
What was also really impressive is the attitude that this team had. Hard-nosed, region rat type football. And you even saw that with the running backs, and you even said the wide receivers, you view them as running backs. You want them to lower the head and go through someone.
Yeah, we got some tough kids. I mean,
yes.
They're from all over, but they got a lot of region tough in them. I grew up right here in Whiting, so I'm used to that kind of thing. Always had to go against the Clark guys, who are my age, the North Hammond guys. Tough as nails guys, and it's kind of like what we brought here, and the kind of kids we have now. They're very much like when I grew up, these North Hammond Clark kids, the Trombettas of the world, who would just run through this brick wall behind us if you asked them to.
When I look at the other side for St. Mary's of the Woods, and you've kind of evaluated their offense, they have some really explosive playmakers, and they made a lot of mistakes, but they were still able to edge out a win against Midway.
Yeah, they got a good team. They got a good scheme. Their quarterback, he's a 4-year guy. I don't think he played much as a freshman year, but, he's a senior now. Good ball player, man. He can sling it. Then he can hurt you with his legs also,
right.
Which is, when I was on the defensive side, I was always worried about that. Yeah, well, we stopped him from throwing the ball, but now he's running around like a maniac, so that's hard to contain.
Yeah, that's the age of modern-day football, isn't it? Every quarterback now has to run and throw at the same time.
Exactly.
Everyone's a dual threat. What's it going to take to beat a team like St. Mary's of the Woods?
Just what we hammer home, every week. We got to take care of the ball on the offensive side.
Right.
We can't give them extra possessions. They're a good team. Even with our defense, you don't give extra possessions to a team like that. So, just limit their possessions, play good football, and obviously we got to put some points on the board, or you can't win without that.
What I'm really excited about, as I know these fans have been chomping at the bit to see you guys come back home. It's been nearly a month since you guys have played a home game. Does it also feel kind of like that nervous energy in the locker room where the players are also excited to be able to play in their home field again?
Yeah, they're fired up. As you can see, I know the cameras aren't pointing that way, but right across the street from us, there's a huge tailgate going up. They took up the entire parking lot. Our fans are unbelievable. Like, I thought the people in the area would take to this, having some college football in that, but I'm shocked at how well it's been. And St. Mary's is going to travel well too.
Yes.
Their side of the stands is going to be full too. So, it's going to be a great atmosphere. But like our fans, will have our guys going. Our guys will be walking through here before you know it, and people will probably hear the roar of it when they come walking through to get to the stadium.
Well, Coach, good luck to you today, and thank you again for taking some time to meet with us. We'll take a quick break as you're watching the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When it comes to your money, you deserve more than just numbers on a page. You deserve someone who sees the full picture. Meet Mark Machnick, one of Northwest Indiana's most trusted accounting professionals. Whether you're running a business, planning for retirement, or just trying to make sense of tax season, Mark Machnick, located in Highland, makes it simple, personal, and believe it or not, painless. Contact Mark and his team today at 219-595-5290. Mark Machnick, CPA.
At Blyce, we're used to having the athlete shop at our store.
Down, sit, put.
But sometimes they get carried away. Blyce, this is where the athlete shops.
Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep. Skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowd Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
From lighting up Friday night football to powering the classrooms that shape the students of Lake County, IBEW Local 697 is proud to support our region's schools and the communities we call home. A career as a union electrician could be your next great move. Your next cap might be a hard hat. IBEW Local 697, powering futures, powering the region.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I've received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step towards your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
To the Region Sports Network Tailgate show, and we've had Chris Davenport, the offensive coordinator of Calumet College, here on the show. And one thing he brought up was the turnover margins, and Calumet College has definitely led in that. They have forced 13 different turnovers this year with 9 interceptions and 4 fumble recoveries. So it's been incredibly impressive how they've been able to get the opposing offense off the field, and they've been able to score 3 defensive touchdowns. And the way their offense has been so balanced this year, any sort of defensive touchdown, the way they can swing the game, really be in their favor as they look to go 5-0 for the second year in a row. And they've only given up the football 3 times. So when you heard Coach Davenport talk about that, you know they really hit that hard in practice and in film review, not turning the ball over, especially when you're going up against a team that's also 4-0 like St. Mary's of the Woods. So expect a really good, clean game, and for the Crimson Wave to find any way to not allow the St. Mary's of the Woods to have good field position. On the other side, St. Mary's of the Woods, they've given up 10 turnovers themselves with 5 interceptions from the quarterback and 5 fumble recoveries, but they've also been able to rack up a good amount of turnovers themselves. They have 10 team interceptions, so look out for that. And with 2 teams being so closely matched up, with them both being 4-0, we talked about the history, a team that makes the less amount of mistakes is going to win the game. And another thing for the Pomeroys, too, is that they got called for a lot of penalties in their last game. That was a few weeks ago. 18 penalties, a whole lot of yards. and they were somehow able to still walk away with a win. And it was their first one-digit win since their first game ever back a few seasons ago. So they were tested a little bit, and they had a week to adjust. They're traveling here, expecting a good crowd from them as they go up against the Crimson Wave, and we're expecting a really good game. But again, turnovers and penalties are something in the box score you're going to want to look at the end of the game. And for Calumet College, they have what I would say a big three in their defensive backs. Elijah Tyson with a 100-yard pick six. Damon Johnson and Quintarius Davis, they all have 2 interceptions apiece. That's 6 interceptions between these 3 guys in 7 pass breakups. And as we talked about earlier, they're going to be tested for the first time this year against Jeremiah Toski, a former Offensive Player of the Year in this conference, and a transfer from the University of Texas El Paso, or shorter for UTEP. And they have over 271 passing yards. They run the ball well, 123 yards. But Calumet College has one of the best defenses you're going to find in this league, allowing just under 2 points per game at 1.8 points, and they're only allowing 21.5 rushing yards. So they can take away that part of the game. It's incredible when you're watching them on film, how their D-line and their linebackers can get off their blocks and get tackles in the backfield. They've racked up a lot of tackles for losses. If they force the Pomeroys to be a one-dimensional team, that's going to play into their favor. Again, the 5 interceptions, and then Calumet College has the 9 interceptions as a team. So they might be able to create some havoc, get some of those turnovers, and when you have a hard-nosed team like we just talked about with the offensive coordinator, they're going to get some yards in any short down distances. You expect that to go in favor of the Crimson Wave. As we're looking for Calumet College to do their walk over here to the stadium, but with some bad weather and a lightning delay, even the Pomeroys who are on the field getting warmed up have been taking off the field. So we're expecting them to come out soon, just not sure when. Hopefully the weather will hold off and we'll be able to get the coach of Calumet College and then some of the players. We're expecting a couple of their long snappers. So it's going to be a fun night here on the Region Sports Network. Thank you for tuning in. As if you're just joining us, it's going to be a good game as Calumet College and St. Mary's of the Woods both at 4-0, and they've dominated their opponents so far this year. Two teams that have met in 3 straight league championship games. We'll take a break, and then we'll come back, and we'll hopefully by then see Calumet College start to make their walk over here to Ray P. Gullivan Field at Jeff Cain Stadium here in Whiting, Indiana. You're tuning in to Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the Nika Contractors and Electrical Workers of Local 531.
If you are injured in a worksite accident or hurt by a defective product, go with the guy that has a proven track record litigating these cases. Otto Schragle, a principal partner at the Allen Law Group, will make sure those responsible for hurting you are held to account for their negligence. With multiple offices in Indiana and Illinois, you can reach them at 219-465-6292 or reach them out on the web at www.kenallenlaw.com.
When it comes to your money, you deserve more than just numbers on a page. You deserve someone who sees the full picture. Meet Mark Machnick, one of Northwest Indiana's most trusted accounting professionals. Whether you're running a business, planning for retirement, or just trying to make sense of tax season, Mark Machnick, located in Highland, makes it simple, personal, and believe it or not, painless. Contact Mark and his team today at 219-595-5290. Mark Machnick, CPA.
At Blyce, we're used to having the athlete shop at our store.
Down, sit, put.
But sometimes they get carried away. Blyce, this is where the athlete shops.
Welcome back to the Region Sports Network. We have two special guests, Rich and Joe Novak. We have the father of Coach Jason Novak and the uncle of head coach Jason Novak. How you guys doing?
Great. We're excited to see this game.
Where's your microphone at, son?
He's got it hooked up like he should be.
Well, that's all right. You can hear me.
But, guys, I'm guess you're excited for the game. I know we are, too. This is going to be a really good game. 2 4-0 teams, 2 teams that have met in the last 3 championship games.
Yes, sir. Yes.
You guys got to bring the noise, right?
Oh, God, well, yes. We're going to bring the noise. We usually get a crowd over here that's out of this world. Even on the road, we've had over 100 people come whip their butts out there in Terre Haute.
Yeah. Yes.
But tonight we're looking for another win,
yes,
and we're just praying to God that He will keep the players safe and our,
yes.
and our residents in the stands on both sides, and hope for a victory.
Well, I'll say it's been easy for you guys to have a lot to cheer about these last few years. 17-1 since October of 2023. What a turnaround, and what's some great work from your son, Jason Novak.
Well, I'm so proud of my son, Jay. He's the baby. He's the last guy in the family. And he hasn't really amazed me at all. He's done this everywhere he's gone. He gets these kids in there. He makes a family out of them. And he gets them to believe in himself. And Jay does a lot of scouting. And, he amazes me. He said, Dad, I love my children, and his children are the ball players. And if you look on the sidelines, we got anywhere from 80 to 90 kids dressing, and nobody does that in this day and age anymore.
The team, they're so together.
Right.
I mean, they are. I mean, they play as one, and I believe the coaching staff, which Jay has brought upon them, and they just do a wonderful job of bringing all these kids together, and they play as one. They play as one.
And it's interesting, too, because it's the region. And the region has always been sort of divisive on their high school football. It's a big deal up here. But he's been able to recruit those region rats, bring them here, unite them, and also bring an attitude about themselves, whether it be offense, defense, or special teams. This is a hard-hitting football team.
Oh, my God.
Oh, boy,
they hit hard. Only 190 pounds, the weight class.
Right.
Oh, my God. These kids hit hard. They play hard. And they play together.
Right.
I mean, they are together, and they know what this game means
Yep.
for them tonight. And I believe they're going to put it all out on the field for us to see.
Yes. And like I said, I'm so proud of Jason. When his mother was here, I would get him together, and I said, hey, we've been married now 13 years. How about a grandchild? He said, Dad, I already got 80 kids. So, and one thing about Jason, it's crazy because in this league, this kid's still washing the uniforms. He's washing uniforms on Sunday with him and his wife.
Wow.
Then they go over film. And she tells him what they did wrong or what they did right. And Andrea's been a big spark in his family as far as putting up with Jay and his 80, 90 kids. Yes. So.
Well, I got to say that tailgate looks like a lot of fun, and they bring a lot of energy. How long has that been going on? Has that been since the beginning? Is this more of a new thing that's been going on at Calumet College? And if someone's interested in participating, how do they get hooked up with this?
Well, again, Andrea and some of the other coaches' wives got together. Every game, every home game we have, they get together where they put out a spread. Doesn't cost anybody anything. Whoever's following our team, they're welcome to it. And even people that probably ain't, we don't turn anybody down.
And what's also great is you get kids who've been recruited from all around the country.
Right.
And you get their parents or relatives, and some come to this, and it's like, what a wonderful thing. It is. It's a great thing to see.
I think it's also an easy sell when you have such a gorgeous stadium that you call your home stadium with the lake in the distance. You have the train going by. I mean, for me, that really sums up what Northwest Indiana really is, especially when football is also involved going on right in front of you.
Yeah, you're right about that. And the thing all about it is, Jay, he just puts his heart and soul in this. He shows these guys how to become young men. And I'm so proud of him because, I don't know. He gets these boys together. They make sandwiches for the homeless.
Wow.
They go out and they help people. out shoveling snow, seniors in the community. This kid, he was God sent. And I'll tell you something, I'm so proud of him. What he's done, he's an old-time coach in a young man's game. We don't find them like that no more.
Whenever they say that the youngest one in the family, usually they're the toughest one because they're always the one that's getting beat up a little bit.
That's for sure. And he's the youngest guy, and he's the biggest son out of all two of his brothers. And people ask me, and they say, "How come Jay's so much bigger than his brothers?" And I say, "Well, I guess I stayed on his mama a little longer." I don't know if you can keep that on there, but that don't mean nothing but love. And that's what this is all about.
Well, I know there's one thing. There will be no love lost on this football field. These two teams have met these last few years. They met in the championship game 3 years in a row. And only loss that Jay has had since that October of 2023 is St. Mary's of the Woods. And you know that they want to come in and they want to get a road victory and avenge their last two championship losses.
Yes. And you know what? We just pray for a safe game for
Right.
everybody and all the players and the people in the stands. And, this is just one of them things. And, when you get a Super Bowl, that's what this is all about, sprint football.
Well, you guys have seen you guys have seen Calumet College these last few years. What's it going to take for them to get the win here at home and give St. Mary's of the Woods their first road loss ever in program history?
I just say it's got to do with both coaches on both teams.
Both excellent coaches.
Yes, and everybody is in there to win. It seems like St. Mary the Woods is running the same kind of program as we are over here in Whiting, or Calumet College, Hammond, Whiting, whatever you want to call it, and they're doing the same thing.
Right.
So, these are the top two schools in sprint football.
Yes.
And again, this is our Super Bowl. So we're ready to pull this one off and just keep going through the rest of the year.
Well, guys, I want to thank you both for taking the time to come over here from the tailgate and spend some time with us. Enjoy the game, stay safe, and have some fun. Please, have some fun for me.
We're going to do that. Thanks, Chris, for the opportunity to talk. And Jason, Mama and I love you. Okay.
We'll be right back here after this break on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep. Skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantail.com or download our app today.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowd Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
From lighting up Friday night football to powering the classrooms that shape the students of Lake County, IBEW Local 697 is proud to support our region's schools and the communities we call home. A career as a union electrician could be your next great move. Your next cap might be a hard hat. IBEW Local 697, powering futures, powering the region.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialists.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at forajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I've received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step toward your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
And we are back at Ray P. Gullivan Field at Jeff Cain Stadium, and look at that gorgeous view. The lake and the train will be going by a few times during the game, usually the home of the Whiting Oilers, but here on this Saturday evening, it will be home of the Calumet College of St. Joseph's Crimson Wave. And talking about high school football regular season concluded last night here in the region. Sectionals will start off next week and catch a lot of the action here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Andrew Mild joining you for this tailgate show, as we'll have St. Mary's of the Woods taking on the Crimson Wave. And what a job that Jason Novak has done. We just talked to his dad and his uncle, Joe and Rich Novak, and he took over this team from scratch. There was no previous Crimson Wave football team, as this new league was established 4 years ago. And after 1 year where they missed the playoffs, they've yet to miss it then, and they've made 3 straight conference championship games. And as we've said, and anyone knows who's from the region, this is such a rich place for football players and just athletes in general. They take it very serious, and still looking for a couple of state championships to come back to the region. But Novak's been able to recruit from there, bring some players in, and win 2 straight league championships. And again, it's a very brief history, but winning 2 out of the first 3 championships is a really big deal. He's got a lot of all-conference players and a lot of players that go on to do big and better things. One of those players right now is Joe Vinatieri. The kicker is a 2-time special teams player of the week. He's been nailing huge field goals for the Crimson Wave down the stretch, and a lot of players are still getting some playing time. He's still developing a lot of these guys because of them being able to blow out the opposing team early on in the year. A lot of guys are starting to see their first college playing experience. And Novak and his coaches have really developed a good plan, as we're starting to hear some cheers as the Crimson Wave have finally emerged. Hearing the horns go out, the players walking over here to the stadium as they get ready to take on St. Mary's of the Woods in a conference championship rematch. They look locked in. The eye of the tiger. They go through the tailgate that's right here in front of us. The cheers, the applause. This team's been waiting a long time to hear those cheers again from their own home crowd. They play their first home game since September 20th, so it's been nearly a month, just 2 days short of it. But they went on the road, bit battle-tested, and they walked away with some blowout wins. Most recently against Oakland City, where they pitched their third shutout of the year, and held Oakland City to 0 for 9 on third downs, and 4 different Crimson Wave quarterbacks completed a pass during the game. Zane Guthrie really stepped up, went 10 for 11, 70 yards, and a touchdown pass. They're up 31-0 after the first half, so it could have been much worse, but by then the starters went out, the backups came in, and they still held resilient and kept Oakland City off the board. We've seen a lot of the fans start to pour into the stadium. We've seen some St. Mary's of the Woods shirts, some Crimson Wave shirts. They know that, as they just said, this is sort of their regular season Super Bowl as they look to pull off a big win today against the Pomeroys. Very exciting. I know those players, that has been a big deal for them. They're now heading to their locker room. The final game prep, go on the field and warm up. Bit of a delay with the lightning and the poor weather coming through. But we should have Coach Jason Novak and some of the players coming up very soon now that the Crimson Wave have appeared at the stadium. We'll take a short break as you're tuning into Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the Nika contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
If you are injured in a worksite accident or hurt by a defective product, go with the guy that has a proven track record litigating these cases. Otto Schragle, a principal partner at the Allen Law Group, will make sure those responsible for hurting you are held to account for their negligence. With multiple offices in Indiana and Illinois, you can reach them at 219-465-6292 or reach them out on the web at www.kenallenlaw.com.
When it comes to your money, you deserve more than just numbers on a page. You deserve someone who sees the full picture. Meet Mark Machnick, one of Northwest Indiana.
Hi, my name is Mark Machnick. I'm the owner of Mark Machnick CPA firm in Highland, Indiana on Kennedy Avenue. I've been working with Region Sports for years now. Started working with Chris years ago, just on some special projects, advertising here and there. After a while, kind of increased the advertising. Mainly was doing it for the community involvement. It's such a great network and program they do with the high school sports. But as time went by, I started getting on there more frequently, and then the phone starts ringing, and I was getting calls all the time from people. Hey, I saw your ad on so-and-so football game. I saw your ad on a basketball game. And it's really helped my business. It's increased the volume. We're a tight community in Northwest Indiana, sports-wise, and just a lot of community involvement. So that's mainly why I got into it. I remember watching one game. It was a basketball game, and I think there was a little bit of an altercation. And as the altercation was happening, my ad was right on the bottom, and someone typed in, "I wonder what Mark Machnick's thinking right now." And I was thinking, wow, this is awesome. It's really been a great feature for my business. It's the only advertising I do. I don't advertise anywhere else other than Region Sports. It's for the business, but mainly for the involvement with the community. I played high school baseball here in Highland. And ever since I've been advertising on Region Sports, a lot of my old coaches are now my clients. A lot of my old teammates come in here. My recommendation, if you're a business here in Northwest Indiana, I think Region Sports is, for your money, it's one of the best places that you can advertise. I mean, I can advertise on billboards. I could do anywhere I want to. And I choose Region Sports, mainly because I get a lot of feedback. Especially on the high school level, a lot of the parents, if they can't make a game, they're watching it online, they're watching a replay, the grandparents. So it's done wonders for my business, and it's my go-to for advertising. It's the only spot I would advertise. So if you're a business owner in the area, really look into advertising on Region Sports. It's going to be well worth your money, and you'll make tenfold on what you're spending. Region Sports Network, they're the only game in town, but they're more than just a game.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep. Skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowd Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Welcome back, everyone. Andrew Mile with senior right guard Jose Cortez. Jose, big atmosphere. A lot of people cheering you on. You guys just did your walk. How does it feel for you guys, knowing that this is your first home game in nearly a month?
It feels good. Traveling always sucks. You got to adapt to wherever we're going.
Right.
So to be here with our fans, it feels good.
Well, you guys experienced no jet lag in any of your road games, only giving up 7 points in those 2 games. Your guys' defense has been absolutely relentless. And I know for you as a guard, it has to be tough sometimes going up against them.
Yeah. They always give us good looks, and I feel like that's why, as an offense, we can put up good points because, defense, we compete. So it feels good to, it kind of feels slower in a way now because, we have our defense and then we have somebody else. So it's feels good.
And you guys certainly have an attitude about yourself. You guys are a hard-hitting football team. Is that something that Coach puts into you guys every week, and the motto is hit hard?
Yeah. We have, we kind of always say, be the hammer, not the nail.
Yeah, that's a really good saying.
We got to come out and punch them in the mouth in a way. So.
Well, that's something you guys are going to need to do today against St. Mary's of the Woods. You've been here these last few years. You've experienced this rivalry. When you guys see them on your schedule, is that a game that you circle and underline?
Oh, yeah. We know that when we go against them, it's war. So it's every snap counts. So we got to make the best of what we got.
So this is your fourth year with the team.
Yep.
You've been here the entire time. Mm-hmm. Has it been fun being there and seeing how this program has grown these last few years, been able to make such deep postseason runs?
Yeah, it was very different, how it changed schedule-wise, and now we have divisions. But, one thing that stayed the same was always how hard we play, and we had to play how we play, not play how the opponent plays. So, we went through some stuff as a team too, but I'm glad where we're at now, and I feel like we can make another run this year.
So you made the decision to come here and play at Calumet College. What was the recruiting process like, being able to gamble a little bit, going to a program that never previously existed?
Yeah, it was kind of weird. College wasn't even in my radar, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, so when I'm Coach Hay, who was our old offensive coordinator, he gave me an opportunity, so I took it, and here we are.
And what high school did you come from previously? Where did you play before?
Bishop McNamara.
Bishop McNamara,
Kankakee,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so a little bit of a drive to come over here.
A little bit.
But it looks like you have a whole fan base.
Yeah.
It's not this camera that we're seeing is not the only camera that's on us right now. Hi, Mom. But your family's here. They're supporting you. How does that feel for you to be able to hear them from the stands and cheer you on every game?
It feels good. I got my niece here now. She's a little baby, so, she just gives me a little more power, to be the best that I can.
No, you're coming towards the end of your college career. We got to ask, do you have any plans for the future? What's next for you?
I don't know yet.
I
don't know yet.
You still got time.
Yeah,
you still got time.
Yeah.
But, Jose, I want to thank you. Good luck.
Thank
I know you have to go get warmed up and get ready
Yep.
for the game, and hopefully you guys can stand your feet and go 5-0.
Yep, hopefully.
We'll take a quick break. The Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
From lighting up Friday night football to powering the classrooms that shape the students of Lake County, IBEW Local 697 is proud to support our region's schools and the communities we call home. A career as a union electrician could be your next great move. Your next cap might be a hard hat. IBEW Local 697, powering futures, powering the region.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Hey, welcome back, everyone, to the Region Sports Network Tailgate Show. My name is Andrew Miley, and joining me is a junior right tackle, David Escobar. David, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Well, big game for you guys. But you're from Los Angeles, California. A little bit of a far trip for you. Yeah. First time you ever experienced snows when you came out here to Indiana?
Yeah, it was my first time experiencing snow 3 years ago. Yeah,
so,
it was totally something different.
So when you got recruited, what was that like going from California to Indiana? Could you even point out to me where Indiana was on a map before this?
All I knew was right under Chicago. That's
good enough for me.
Yeah. It was different, very different. We never have snow out there, so being out here, first time experiencing snow, and it's different, all around. First time living out here alone, so it's like everything's a new experience.
What would you say the competition is like compared to what you saw when you were playing high school ball in Los Angeles to the Midwest Sprint Football League?
It's different. It's different. Of course, the regular football, we're going to be going up against 300-pounders. But sprint football is a totally different league. Yeah, and, I feel real fit in here, playing offensive line all 4 years of my high school. So I feel good here.
What draws you to being an offensive lineman? Because I know it's a thankless job, because if you're doing a good job, no one really praises you. But if you do a bad job, everyone knows who you are.
Yeah, I kind of just got thrown in there my freshman year, and ever since there I've been rolling with it.
Is there a right tackle or any sort of lineman that you like to watch to see some of their cadences and kind of how they go about things when they're playing in maybe the NFL or college level?
Yeah, definitely. I like watching Lane Johnson.
Lane Johnson?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. What did you learn from him watching Lane Johnson?
Just being able to replace his hands, getting beat
Right.
outside, getting those hands replacement. That's a big thing for me. Just as long as if you get beat, as long as you get in front of the guy and get your hands replaced, you'll be good.
I know that I was talking before the game that this is a big game for you guys, but for you guys to be able to control the line of scrimmage and milk out some clock and keep their offense off the field, it's going to rely on your guys to carry the load there on the line.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna have a good game. That's all I gotta say. We're gonna have a really good game.
It's gonna be a fun and exciting game for you guys.
Yeah,
I know
definitely.
obviously the rematch of the championship game. You've got to experience a couple of championships. What's that feeling like as you guys are going for a three-peat?
Amazing. It's my first championship was my first year, and here we are, trying to get a third one. It's truly a blessing. But yeah, the whole journey has been amazing.
Let me ask you this. What does Coach Novak mean to you now that you're third-year player under him?
Coach Novak is where do I even start? Coach Novak is such a great coach. You know, he's always looking out for his players. He's always looking out for other people. He has such a big heart. He's he's a really good coach. I have nothing else to say, but nice stuff about him.
Well, I know this was a big game for you guys. So what was the practice like? Was it a higher intensity? Was it about the same? Did you feel like there was a hyper focus for the team hitting the practice field, getting ready for this Week 5 matchup and trying to win your 5th game in a row?
Yeah. This is just another regular game for us. We're not making it any bigger than it is. But yeah, we came into this week with the same mentality to go 1-0 this week, and that's what we're gonna do.
All right. Well, Dave, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to join us, and then I want to wish you good luck out there, and hopefully you guys can walk away with your 5th straight win.
Yes, sir.
Thank
you.
Thank you so much. You're listening to the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I've received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step towards your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the Nika Contractors and Electrical Workers of Local 531.
If you are injured in a worksite accident or hurt by a defective product, go with the guy that has a proven track record litigating these cases. Otto Schragle, a principal partner at the Allen Law Group, will make sure those responsible for hurting you are held to account for their negligence. With multiple offices in Indiana and Illinois, you can reach them at 219-465-6292 or reach them out on the web at www.kenallenlaw.com.
When it comes to your money, you deserve more than just numbers on a page. You deserve someone who sees the full picture. Meet Mark Machnick, one of Northwest Indiana's most trusted accounting professionals. Whether you're running a business, planning for retirement, or just trying to make sense of tax season, Mark Machnick, located in Highland, makes it simple, personal, and believe it or not, painless. Contact Mark and his team today at 219-595-5290. Mark Machnick, CPA.
At Blyce, we're used to having the athlete shop at our store.
Down, sit, put.
But sometimes they get carried away. Blyce, this is where the athlete shops.
We're back here on the Region Sports Network Tailgate Show. Andrew Myatt with executive producer of the Region Sports Network, Chris Ramirez. Chris, big environment, a lot of people here to pack out this stadium and get ready for a big football game in the Midwest Sprint Football Conference.
Yeah, what a great environment they've got up here. You know, we already knew from Friday nights what it was like here at this stadium, right, coming to see Whiting football play through the years. You know, if you're up high in the bleachers, you can see the lakefront, which is the only stadium you can say that about. That's in true. Northwest Indiana. Directly across the bleachers, there are no bleachers, I should say, on the other side of the field. And I know you've talked about it. It's there's a train that rolls through usually once or twice a game, so a pretty cool atmosphere. The parking lot across the street is where the tailgate's going on. What a great environment. That's something you can do at the college level maybe that you can't quite do the same, you know, at the high school level. due to some of the restrictions and regulations, obviously, for the underage thing. That doesn't apply here on Saturdays outside the stadium. And people it's a great atmosphere. People get in a fun time. It's a fun time to get in a great mood. And really, a pretty good turnout here every week.
Yeah.
Especially
with the big game that's going to be going on here tonight here from Whiting, Indiana. But you said Coach Jason Novak called you when he became the football coach and this program was getting launched. What was your initial reaction to hearing that college football was finally coming to the region?
Well, at first I was excited.
Yeah.
When Jay called and said, hey, I'm going to be the head coach of the new college football team, and I was jumping up and down for joy. And then he says, well, hold on a second, Chris, let me explain. And then he told me about the sprint sort of thing. There was originally a 175 or 180-pound limit that first year. So it took a little to, kind of wrap around the whole thing. But as the season got closer, I came out to some practices and saw what they were doing. And then the season started, and we followed them week by week. And it's really a unique and cool thing. And what I like about what sprint football does here, I don't know that Calumet College could have started up a regular football team,
No.
with 80 guys, you're recruiting, 250, 300-pound, athletes that you got to get. You're competing with big schools for all of that. What this does is sort of level the playing field for smaller schools. The 180-pound limit, these are probably a lot of guys that aren't getting looks for the next level because they're 165, 175 pounds. But this is an opportunity for those kids, especially the ones that are willing maybe to switch positions. Because at 165 pounds in high school, you're probably toting the rock a little bit, or you're probably not in the trenches. At least not a lot of the guys are.
Right.
But here, that's been one of the adjustments that Jay has been so great at that I think he's got the advantage of other teams in the conference, is that he's able to recruit kids that play different positions. One of his defensive linemen was the Whiting High School quarterback. Now he's a defensive tackle. So Jay's been able to convince kids that, hey, you want to play, you want to succeed, you want to be a part of a winning team structure, kind of follow his lead and direction, and that's what players have done. And, first year they made it to the championship game, almost won it, but didn't. Second and third year, they've won the championship of the league, and this year they're the favorite to do it again. So he's going for the three-peat, so he's got to be doing something right.
Well, the Region Sports Network has been around for 25 years. They just celebrated. This year was the last year.
This is now beginning. We're starting our 26th year of coverage. Yep. So we just finished 25.
Does it surprise you that it took this long to get a college football team in the region?
Yes and no. What surprises me more is that the region doesn't know, Northwest Indiana doesn't pay attention to the one school that has a.
That's true.
And that's partly because that school doesn't really market itself to the local market, you know. And we're talking about a school out in Porter County, a college. We're not going to promote it here, but they have a football program. Just nobody talks about it, What they've done here is they've created a buzz, an atmosphere, a feeling about what's going on. And this is, I hear more from region people asking me about this situation here than I do about the one in South Porter County. Nobody ever asked me about that program. People up here, they went, hey, wow, I hear Cal College has a program up there in Whiting. Tell me about that. And, it's starting really to catch on. Everybody loves a winner, and they're winning here. There's a lot of – I don't know what the exact makeup of the roster is. It might be half local and half –
I know there's a stat that we had in the last time we did a tailgate show with a lot of local region kids from Michigan City, Crown Point, the big programs that you would think they're going on the big things. Well, this is the big thing that's in their backyard now.
Absolutely. It's, and what one thing Cal College has done is they've added some dorms here, I believe, and there's students living on campus now. So there's a real college feel, small college feel here, and you can definitely sense it on Saturday right now. Again, they're not 30,000 people here. There doesn't need to be. There's several hundred people here, and that's enough to create this incredible atmosphere.
I think it also helps that they've won those two championships, as you said, and they've done a lot of winning the last few years, going 17-1 since October 2023. That's easy to convince any recruit to come out here and play this gorgeous stadium every other Saturday.
Absolutely, and Jay's been a great recruiter. He goes all over the country. And he uses some of these things to his advantage. You're right on the lakefront. Imagine recruiting a kid from Oklahoma who's never seen sand dunes or something like that. Chicago, the skyline of Chicago is off in the distance, when you're standing on the lake shore. So there's all of those things that you can use to kind of wow a kid a little bit, and bring him into an atmosphere. The small town environment of Whiting at 119th Street, very welcoming. you know, and kids are able to walk. You can rent an apartment here with other teammates and simply walk around. And there's a lot of different things for, you know, college-age students to do. So it is an absolutely fantastic environment, and I couldn't be happier that it's here and that my buddy Jay is the guy leading the way. And speaking of Jay, he's right over here, so let's get him. Let's track him down. He's got to do some coaching. Here he is. There's the boss right there. Come on over. We were just talking about you, Coach. This is Andrew Mild, voice of the Railcats.
Coach Novak, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Go ahead.
Oh, Railcats.
It's similar cat, just on the rail yards instead.
I thought maybe Hammond Wildcats, you know, just Hanover, you know.
Well, my parents did graduate from Hammond High, so it's kind of close. But Andrew Miles now with Coach Jason Novak. Coach Novak, congratulations on another spectacular year. A good start of 4-0. And I know you guys are going for the three-peat, but today is by far the biggest game that you guys have had going up against the team you faced in the last 2 championship games.
Absolutely. First of all, it's an honor and a privilege to be able to lead this program and this great group of guys that we represent and coaching staff. They all do an amazing job. You know, it's those little things they take care of daily that doesn't go unappreciated. You know, and you know, as far as this week, you know, we've been looking forward to this thing. You know, it's you know, so a rivalry matchup, no love lost type deal. The last 3 years, we've probably played each other 7 times.
7 times.
You know, each year it comes down to Calumet College of St. Joseph or St. Mary of the Woods. You know, so it's kind of neat. You know, we've both proven that, you know, we have been able to compete at a high level, and we're looking forward to seeing where we're at tonight. So.
My favorite stat that I've gone into this is that you've gone 17-1 your program since October 23. Your one loss was St. Mary's of the Woods. And Coach Powell on the other side has 4 losses in his tenure, 3 of them against the Crimson Wave, 2 of them in the championship game. What makes them such a good football team and such a great competitor and rival for you guys?
You know, I mean, they can match us athlete for athlete. I mean, you know, they're a tough physical team. You know, if they got to run the ball, they can run it down your throat, you know. If they're, you know, and then you got the amazing passing game that they have. You know,
yes.
Jeremiah Taskey is unbelievable. You know, they have Cleveland back. He's been around for a long time. Unbelievable players. You know, we of course there's a little bit of talking, you know, back
always.
And forth. And but I think it's a good talk. I mean, at the end of the day, the guys have a lot of respect for each other. Both programs do. You know, we've been fortunate enough to, you know, beat them a couple times and then beat us a couple times. That makes it fun, you know, as far as, you know, building that rivalry. You know, I'm looking around here and you see the St. Mary fans and, you know, it's kind of fun because they want blood, and it's great because we want blood too, man. And it's going to be fun. And, you know, the biggest thing for them, Plain Pal has done an amazing job over there. Getting it together is recruiting. You know, he's got one of the bigger rosters in the league with us. You know, we both have big rosters. So, you know, and I know they're going to be making their way to the NAIA stage here, and wish nothing but the best of luck. But we won't give them a little trouble while they're still here in Sprint.
Well, I want to talk about one thing. Your dad, we talked to him earlier. He described you as an old-fashioned football coach. And the old saying is defense wins championships. And your defense has been one of the best in this league, only averaging around 2 points per game against. You've really been able to dominate the running game, only allowing 23 rushing yards a game. What has been your favorite part about watching this defense this season?
You know, it's been a work in progress. You know, from year one in 2022, we started. We knew we had a special group of guys, but to watch those guys build day in and day out, year in and year out, they have a ton of experience. You know, it's a brotherhood within the brotherhood. Right. And, you know, they take a lot of pride when they give up anything. You know what I mean? So it's kind of been fun to watch. Those guys, they fly around, they'll hit you. And if you're not doing your job, they got no problem talking to each other and making each other accountable. So it's, you know, a player-led team. We always tell the guys, you know, player-led teams put themselves into a situation where they can win a championship, you know. I can't win it more than you, right, type deal. And we've never had that with that group. And you know, we've been to the bottom. You know, we started off a year 0-3, and somehow we were just trying to win a game, and we put 6 in a row. That kind of experience with this group kind of armors them for everything we're about to to see moving forward. But, I mean, it's still fun to watch those guys just fly around and have some fun, you know.
One thing I was always interested in to ask you is that always people say there's X's and the O's, but you need the Tommies and the Joes to make that work. You started from the ground level where there was no one on your roster, and you had to build this up, and now you're starting to see some of that pay off with all the hard work you're putting into. When you look out and you see a crowd like this after starting from the bottom and now you're here, how does that feel for you going into this fourth season?
You know, it's been pretty incredible. I mean, from our first signing to, 4 years later, with all the, the ups and downs that it takes, with starting a program, really the region and really around the country, are starting to they're starting to dig this sprint football thing. The guys are flying around, they're fast, they're physical. It's fun to see the crowd. This is always this is my favorite week because both crowds are great. They're both passionate about their teams, and even when we play Bellarmine, they bring up a whole crowd. This whole place is so it's fun to see everybody traveling, really to see the sport grow. As far as our schools growing, it's amazing to see it all because we started off this thing with 58 guys, and now we're up to 85. And
wow.
We've kind of we're the leaders of the school building as far as we're the boys of fall. We start off the school year, and we've been doing it right, and proud to be, like I said, proud to watch this thing grow and be a part of it.
It looks like Chris Ramirez might have a question for you.
We're going to get the doctor in. We're going to get Dr. McCormick with you.
Okay.
But for you guys, now you're going for this three-peat. What is next for Calumet College at St. Joe's?
The biggest things we'd say one day at a time. I'm not big on, we talk about it. We do a lot of visual stuff. But as far as looking past today, we can't. We got a challenge today. There'll be another challenge tomorrow. But it's one day at a time. The goal never changes, 1-0, so.
We just had a new addition.
Hey, boss. How are you?
To our show.
Oh, sure. Yeah, so before you start, I want to say something. Dr. McCormick, I appreciate you taking the opportunity on me and being able to lead the program here, and you've been amazing with your support, and couldn't have done it without you, and thank you again.
Well, you're welcome. I'm certainly looking forward to a good game tonight. I've seen us play St. Mary of the Woods many times, and so I know it's going to be a great game, and certainly it's been fun to see the program grow, and over the last 3 years we've done wonderful things under your leadership, so it's been great to be a part of the beginning and to be a part of the success.
Doctor, we were just talking about this with Coach Novak, but we're seeing all these people come on out and support the Crimson Wave football program, and you're seeing the same thing. How does it feel for you seeing how this team has started from the bottom, and now you're seeing all these people really buy into the Crimson Wave fever?
Oh, my gosh, I love it. I love it. So when I think about the first game that we had and filling the stands along Lake Michigan, and it was just a beautiful night, and to think of where we've come from our very first game, and I think we played well that first game too, but we played really well postseason and back-to-back champions, so nothing that I probably could have dreamed of but had great hopes for.
What has the football program done for the college itself now that it's continuously growing and now you're having these football players come in?
Well, it's added a lot of school spirit. So to think of a Saturday night here in Whiting and along the streets of Whiting, but also along Lake Michigan and in the community. I think the community's really enjoyed coming out to the games and kind of seeing all the school spirit, and it just adds a vibrancy to our community. Not only just the college community, but also the wider community of Whiting and Hammond. And so, I think that it's just the energy and the vibrancy that our team brings. But also, I always want to talk about the student athletes. And so that's something that I talked a lot about at the opening of this academic year. And our students are great students too. So they're student athletes with great GPAs and doing great things and providing a lot of service to the community under the leadership of the coaches.
Well, awesome. I know I'm really excited for this football game, and I know you guys are going to be excited too. We'll take a quick break. Thank you guys again for joining the Region Sports Network, and we're happy to be here and support the Calumet College Crimson Waves any way that we can. So we'll take a quick break here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep. Skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
If you are injured in a worksite accident or hurt by a defective product, go with the guy that has a proven track record litigating these cases. Otto Schragle, a principal partner at the Allen Law Group, will make sure those responsible for hurting you are held to account for their negligence. With multiple offices in Indiana and Illinois, you could reach them at 219-465-6292 or reach them out on the web at www.kenallenlaw.com.
Okay.
Talk quietly. If you leave that one off your ear?
Yeah, it's off.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep. Skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Hey, welcome back, everyone, to the Region Sports Network Tailgate Show. I'm here with the Buckner family, and their father, husband, is the O-line coach for Calumet College of St. Joe's. Guys, big game coming up. I know he's been ready all week for this.
Yep, we're excited.
So he's been here all 4 years, but you told me off camera he's been with Coach Nailwack for all 20 years, so they have to have a pretty deep relationship.
They do. What do you guys call Coach Novak? Uncle Jay.
Uncle Jay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But they have a big game today. You guys know it. They're going up against St. Mary's of the Woods, a team they've met in the last 2 or 3 championship games. They've been in the last 2 years. What's it like going up against a team like that in a rivalry game? I guess you guys have to be wearing your gear more often than not this week, right?
Oh, yeah. We wear it all week. We wore our championship gear that we won last year out and about in the community. But, yeah, we're pumped up. We're excited. A a little bit nervous for sure, but we're ready to cheer. We brought our cowbells and everything.
So you're going to be loud and proud. And
very loud.
Try
very
and
loud.
Try and embarrass Dad a little bit, right?
Definitely. Oh, yeah. Yep. We have to save some things for the next week home game.
Well, we had to be excited to be able to have a home game. It's been a month since they've got to be playing here back here in Whiting.
Yep.
But I know you guys got to be following him wherever he goes, and you got to be exceptionally proud seeing this program build under Uncle Jay and your husband's leadership.
Yeah, most often we do travel with him. Our boys play for Junior Bulldogs in Crown Point, and so we had one son in the championship game last week. So that was really exciting. The Green Hornets, shout out. But
they won.
They won.
Former Black Knight right here.
Okay, yeah. And he lost to the Knights.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
But so we haven't gotten to travel yet this year. But now their season is over, and so we'll be heading out on that November 1st away game. It's our favorite time of year. Football is, and it's Monday through Friday, Monday through Sunday, every day, every night. We're very excited to cheer and to be part of this team here.
Yeah, it sounds like whenever those leaves start to fall off, that's when the household becomes a disarray. Everyone's traveling everywhere.
Absolutely.
Football and the lifeblood.
Yep. We call Sundays our reset day. We have to empty the van from all the tailgating things and all the activities and wash all the gear, and then we start all over.
So you're a part of the tailgate. You help getting that together.
That's our tent. That's
your
we
tent?
host it. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's not the Ohio State one, I think we're fine.
That one's ours.
That's ours.
Yeah. I mean, it's the Buckners. It's the Buckeyes. They're great too, right? But we put it together with Coach Novak's wife, and have other wives come and join us too, and we have other parents. I get their numbers, and we communicate along the week, and people bring things and participate. Tonight we're making dinner for the players for after the game.
Wow.
So we created that, and hopefully it goes well, and it's a big celebration and a great time to hang out and have a meal.
Can I ask what's on the menu tonight for the
We're
players?
having tacos and tamales, and
that's going to taste good if they get a win.
It will taste very good. Yes, we're excited.
Tastes good with a victory.
Exactly. So how long have you guys been doing this tailgate? 'Cause
every year, every home game. Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and sometimes we grill. Sometimes we, tonight's it's like a crock pot situation. We picked up Little Caesars because we also prepared the other meal.
Right.
But yeah, we just want everyone to come and be together, be part of what it's like to be part of a family, part of a community. It's one of our favorites.
If anyone that's tuning in wants to get a part of this, is there someone they need to reach out to, or they just show up, bring whatever?
Absolutely,
and they're good to go?
They can connect with any of the coaches if they have their contact. That's totally great. Or a player, and they can reach out to one of their coaches, and they can get in touch with us, or just come. Absolutely, there's always way too much left over.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: you guys have watched a lot of football in your days.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a prediction for today's game?
What do you think, Arlo?
I think it's going to be a close game.
A close game?
Close one?
By 2 touchdowns, but I really think confident in CCSA that we're going to win.
Close game by 2 touchdowns, but they're going to win.
So it's
I think they're going to win.
two-possession game.
Yep. Yeah. I think they're going to win. I think that they've had a lot of experience this year. A lot of players have had a lot of time because they've had such good leads, and so our freshmen have been playing. Our second and third strings have been playing. I think it looks really good.
I think that we have a pretty good chance of winning. If we just put in enough effort and work, which normally we do. So.
Yep. Get in the right mindset.
Would you say that this is one of the larger crowds that you guys have seen in your 4 years?
It does feel like a really big crowd.
Yeah.
I think each year it grows, but the first home game, I felt like it was very full, and tonight it feels very busy. I love it. Our best is what?
Our best is good enough.
Our best is good enough.
Yeah. Exactly. So let me ask you this. What's it going to take, do you think, for this team to three-peat? Do you think they have what it takes to win that third straight championship?
Yes.
I do.
Well,
Our seniors they really want it bad, and that trickles down into the rest of the team. The coaches want it bad. They're really tight. They're really strong. Builds a lot of relationships. So I think they do have what it takes. I hope it's here at home.
Yes.
That's what I want the most.
Because if they get the win, they get home field advantage most likely if they win their next 2 games.
The thing is, we've only won at their field.
Right.
So I kind of want us to lose and win because if we win, we're going at home. Right. And the past few years that we've had championship at home, we've lost. But at their house, at their place, we have a better. We've been winning for 2 years in a row.
He believes that if we play away, then we'll win.
Well, he's got a point, though, because they've never lost a road game. The Pomeroys have gone 13-0 in their 4 years on the road. So playing them at their place might be a benefactor. But, of course, maybe this might be the day that they finally get that one in the L column. Yeah. Guys, thank you so much. It was really great to talk about this environment and where the football team has come from. We'll take another break here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I've received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step toward your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
When it comes to your money, you deserve more than just numbers on a page. You deserve someone who sees the full picture. Meet Mark Machnick, one of Northwest Indiana's most trusted accounting professionals. Whether you're running a business, planning for retirement, or just trying to make sense of tax season, Mark Machnick, located in Highland, makes it simple, personal, and believe it or not, painless. Contact Mark and his team today at 219-595-5290. Mark Machnick, CPA.
Life isn't always loud. Sometimes it's the quiet moments that matter the most. Of effort, of a dream taking root. And behind those moments, there's trust. Thank you for trusting Centier Bank with those moments and making us a part of your story. Thank you for the opportunity to earn your trust.
At Blyce, we're used to having the athlete shop at our store.
Down, sit, put.
But sometimes they get carried away. Blyce, this is where the athlete shops.
I'm just going to take a...
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep. Skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowd Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
From lighting up Friday night football to powering the classrooms that shape the students of Lake County, IBEW Local 697 is proud to support our region's schools and the communities we call home. A career as a union electrician could be your next great move. Your next cap might be a hard hat. IBEW Local 697. Powering futures. Powering the region.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4, ajobdoneright.com.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I've received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step toward your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
Welcome back to the Region Sports Network Tailgate Show. Andrew Mile joining you from Whiting, Indiana. And St. Mary's of the Woods gets ready to take on Calumet College of St. Joseph's. The lightning delay has finally worked its way away from us, and both teams have taken the field. They're getting warmed up for a matchup between two undefeated teams in the Midwest Sprint Football League. The old story is the unstoppable force versus the immovable object. And the unstoppable force that we've seen this year in the Midwest Sprint Football League has been the St. Mary's of the Woods offense. They're coming in averaging 47.8 points, and they're a very balanced team. They're going to be pass-heavy first, but then they can go to the run game and still be very dangerous on the ground to close out games. They're averaging 123 rushing yards, 271 passing yards. But the immovable object is in the Crimson Wave defense. They're led by some explosive players in the defensive backfield. They're only allowing 1.8 points per game and under 22 yards of rushing. So it's going to be interesting on what is going to give today between these two undefeated teams. Will it be the offense going up and down the field for St. Mary's of the Woods, or will it be that very stout defense for the Crimson Wave that can slow them down, get some turnovers, put their offense in good position, and score some points so that they can win their first home game against the Pomeroys? As the Pomeroys, again, a stat will repeat, they have not lost on the road in the entire program history. A rivalry renewed today. 3 matchups in the league championship game. This is their 8th time facing in the last 4 years, and right now St. Mary's of the Woods leads the series 4-3, and for the first time they'll both meet up undefeated at this point of the year. St. Joe's, they have a chance to win their second straight 5-0 start on the line for them. Last year they started off 5-0 before they lost to St. Mary's of the Woods, but they would avenge that one in the championship game. St. Mary's of the Woods, now it's their turn to avenge their championship game loss from a year ago. It's going to be a hard-hitting fight here from Whiting. So if you're just tuning in and you're still not here, get on over here. There's still plenty of space available for you to sit down and enjoy some college football in your backyard here in the region. We will step inside and see if we can get one more interview as you're tuning in to Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
If you are injured in a worksite accident or hurt by a defective product, go with the guy that has a proven track record litigating these cases. Otto Schragle, a principal partner at the Allen Law Group, will make sure those responsible for hurting you are held to account for their negligence. With multiple offices in Indiana and Illinois, you can reach them at 219-465-6292 or reach them out on the web at www.kenallenlaw.com.
When it comes to your money, you deserve more than just numbers on a page. You deserve someone who sees the full picture. Meet Mark Machnick, one of Northwest Indiana's most trusted accounting professionals. Whether you're running a business, planning for retirement, or just trying to make sense of tax season, Mark Machnick, located in Highland, makes it simple, personal, and believe it or not, painless. Contact Mark and his team today at 219-595-5290. Mark Machnick, CPA.
At Blyce, we're used to having the athlete shop at our store.
Down, sit, put.
But sometimes they get carried away. Blyce, this is where the athlete shops.
Welcome back to the Region Sports Network Tailgate Show as we are getting closer and closer to kickoff here from Whiting, Illinois, or Indiana, correction. But really excited to see how this game is going to turn out. And again, come on out and support your local team, the Calumet College of St. Joseph's Crimson Wave, as they look to go 5-0 for the second year in a row. I want to give a shout out to my producer, Zach Zanelli, our executive producer, Chris Ramirez, our cameraman today, Aaron Stefflin, and of course, head coach Jason Novak for inviting us to come on out. Mike DeWan, the sports director, Heather Ames, who is the head of sales, Rich Castillo, and Zach Miller. That's Miller with two eyes. I've been Andrew Mile. This has been the Region Sports Network. Enjoy the rest of